So we will get started with this morning. We're grateful for a beautiful sunshine day, and we hope you enjoy the prize giving this morning. Díomh ar maidin gach duine agus fáilte ó chuí héag brunna húisina bhean scoil Naomh Joseph. We begin this morning with a prayer. So if everybody could just simply quiet your minds for a moment and join with us if you are of the Catholic persuasion in doing the sign of the cross in Anmanar, is in Vic, is in Spirit, Nave, Amen. So this is just a little prayer for reflection. At the end of this school year, we give thanks to God for all the teaching and learning that have taken place in our school, both in and out of the classroom, for the talents and gifts that have been shared and the challenges that have been faced, for the burdens that have been lifted and the hurts that have been healed, for the respect and care that have been given. We give thanks for the friendships that have just begun and for those that have grown, for the faith that has been lived in our daily struggles, for the hope that has lifted our hearts on the dark days, and for the love that has kept us going. We give thanks for the community that we are, and we ask you, Lord, bless our students as they sit their exams. May your Spirit inspire them with confidence and calmness. Bless our families as we take our holidays. May our time together leave us with memories to cherish. Pour out your love on us, that we may return renewed and refreshed to continue our journey together. And we make this prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. So, Maidin, haar chean na lascríbidí, na múntóirí, agus na scoláirí lig, bhfuil an fáilte speisialta a chorrómh ar fad Maidin. Agus go speisialta Rev Audrey Barter, Baul den Bhord Banistíochta. So good morning everybody, and a very special welcome. I'd like to start by welcoming firstly Audrey Barter, who's a member of our Board of Management. I also would like to put a fáilte or a welcome to both Miss Darcy and Miss Daly, and I would like to thank you on your behalf for all your hard work, dedication, and in particular for your patience and support of me this, my first year as principal. This is a very special occasion for you, Miss Daly, being your first award ceremony in St. Joseph's, and I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to your year heads, Miss Gagan and Miss Nolan here on the stage, and to our sports department, Miss Kaman and Miss Loftus, and to Miss Conway here on behalf of the science department. Welcome especially to all of your teachers and to our support staff. To each and every one of you, your hard work and commitment throughout the past year are greatly appreciated. You are the people who make this school the great place it is to teach and to learn in. So bula bus mór don Erin. And of course, girls, to you, our students, a very, very warm welcome this morning. St. Joseph's has a long tradition of celebrating the talents and abilities of students in our school. And today is about recognising outstanding achievement in many different areas: academic excellence, commitment to school life, sport, art and music. It is about giving recognition for dedication, diligence, leadership, and the Irish word iarracht, which means effort, doing your best. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of our prefects. We had a prefect assembly last Friday, during which we distributed over 150 certificates. These are the students who have given something extra to our school, students without whom many of our extracurricular and school sports could not exist. We greatly appreciate and value your contribution to our school community, and I think it's in order to give a bula bus to all of our prefects. Today to celebrate our shared accomplishments. We gather with a sense of pride, of progress, of community and of achievement. It has been a very busy year with so many successes. Gún na Bóinne reaching the Junker Tour final in the 3 Arena, the amazing production of A Million Dreams, and of course our Angus beef winners who featured on the Late Late Show. These are to name but a few. We have so much to celebrate, and it simply would not be possible to name them all. So today is about acknowledging just some of those achievements. I am very proud as your principal to congratulate all our winners on behalf of the whole school community. However, while you may not be receiving an award today, before we begin our presentations, I want to thank each and every one of you for your unique contribution to our school. For your academic work, for your participation in extracurricular activities, for every effort that you have made inside and outside of your classroom, and for the times particularly when you showed kindness to others. Each kind word or thoughtful action has helped to create a sense of community where Mercy values of care, respect and joy are lived out daily. And I thank you for that. Here at St. Joseph's, we do our very best to bring out the best in every student so that each one of you can achieve your potential. That potential is different and unique for each one of you. So as you look back over this past year, I hope that you also feel a sense of achievement for all the efforts you have made in the very many areas of school life. We thank God for all the opportunities you have had to grow, to help you learn, to help you make the most of the gifts God has given you. Remember that what matters most in life is what sort of person you are. There is an Australian Christian motivational speaker entitled Nick Vujicic, and I'll probably have pronounced his name incorrectly, but he's the author of a book entitled A Life Without Limbs. And quoting a little from that, he says, "Too often we tell ourselves we aren't smart enough, or attractive enough, or talented enough to pursue our dreams. We forget that each of us has some gift, a talent, a skill, a craft, a knack. We buy into what others say about us, or we put restrictions on ourselves. What's worse is that when you consider yourself unworthy, you are putting limits on how God can work through you. When you give up on your dreams, you put God in a box. After all, you are His creation. He made you for a purpose. Therefore, your life cannot be limited any more than God's love can be limited." So this morning we'll move on now with the presentations. We'll have a number of presentations. We'll have the Sports Awards, we have SciFest Award, we have the nominees and winners of Student of the Years for both third and second years. We have the Mercy Award for each homeroom, and then later on today we will be doing our Kesht Award, which is that beautiful glass piece over there. So without further ado, I am going to now hand the mic over to the Sports Department, and Miss Loftus would like to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Prizegiving is a very important day for us in the PE department. It highlights and recognises your achievement in sport throughout the year. You might not be getting an award here today, girls, but your day will come. Hard work and effort does not go unnoticed. Being involved in exercise and sport in itself is a reward. It builds leadership qualities, you make great friends for life, and most importantly, it's good for your mental and physical well-being. So if you're not involved in any clubs this year, it's still never too late to join one. We had a busy sporting year in Mercy. The Sports Council were excellent, and with their help, the following clubs were organised: Gaelic football, athletics, basketball, camogie, dance and hockey. They also assisted in the open night display, the Skip-a-thon fundraiser and Sports Day. This year, the Sports Day went very smoothly, so a big thank you to the Sports Council for making that happen. The new Sports Council for next year will be up on the PE notice board tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thank you to all who applied. We had the biggest number of applicants this year, so it was a very difficult decision. Well done to the girls who got on the council, but if you did not make it this year, please try again next year. I would also like to thank the following teachers who helped coach the teams: Miss Levy, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Leahy, Miss Walsh, Miss Dignam, Mr. Farnham, Miss Kaman and Mr. Howard. Also, a big thank you to Helen Durkin for helping out with the hockey and Kerry for helping out with the basketball. Without these teachers and coaches, these clubs would not be going ahead this year, so a big round of applause for our coaches. Let's start with the dance club. The dance club started in early September. We had over 30 junior girls training for our open night dance display, and it was a great success. All I can remember from this year's open night dance is the following words: "We don't give up anymore." I really hope that we can remember these words when we are faced with the challenges of everyday life. A huge thank you to the very talented Sinead Mooney, Chelsea Hannon and Kirsten Talon-Ratton for choreographing and teaching the girls. To the Gaelic Club. 2019 was a successful year for our football team here in Meath. Our under-14 team missed out on qualification from their group, but showed great potential, and they will have a bright future. Our under-16s were narrowly defeated in the Leinster semi-final to Meath Community School, the eventual All-Ireland winners. Our senior team went one step further and reached the Leinster final, losing out to an impressive Ballymahon side, who were also proud All-Ireland winners. Could the following girls please make their way up on stage to receive your medals? Robin Murray, Charlie Murray, Olivia Callan, Amber Cosgrove, Aideen Lally, Jennifer Lynch and Emer Farley. Big round of applause. Camogie. It has been a very busy year for Camogie. This year we saw a lot of new members join the team, with 4 new first years making the senior panel. In the senior competition we played Mercy Kilbeggan in our first game. This was a tough game and we were unlucky to lose by only 2 points. Our next game was against Castle Pollard. Unfortunately, after putting up a huge battle and showing great skill and determination, it just wasn't our day. In April we also took part in the Junior Leinster Blitz in Dunganny, which was a great day. A huge thanks to all of the students who played this year. The Basketball Club. Well done to the basketball teams this year. We had 7 teams entered into the league this year. That's the biggest number of teams we ever had in the school. So well done on your commitment throughout the year. We look forward to what the year brings ahead for basketball. Hockey. This year we had 3 hockey teams in the schools, first, second and seniors. Our seniors missed out on the senior finals due to goal difference. The only team that we lost to went on to win the title, so you have a lot to be proud of, girls. Our minors saw lots of new members join, and we are looking forward to keeping this group together and building for the future. Athletics. A great day was had by all in Claremont and Santry this year, with students participating in the following events: the long jump, the triple jump, the relays, shot put, sprint and long distance. Well done to the following girls who brought medals home: Leah Riley, Alana Lyons, Momo, Megan Gavin, Anu Balagan, Onyene, Alamat Balagan, Tara Gallagher, Rachel Abu, Olivia Callan, Comfort Olade and Emma Kate Ball. So well done, girls. So, fittest girl in the school. We all know the bleep test is not an easy task, girls. But some girls do make it look easy. So well done to all the girls who did qualify on Sports Day. You should be very proud of yourselves, knowing that you are one of the top 20 fittest girls in the school of over 700 girls. That's some achievement. This year we have a new champion. So well done to Helena Fitzpatrick in first year. She will be presented with her trophy in the next Prizegiving. Now we come to the Athletes of the Year. These awards go to the girls who get the most points or medals on Sports Day. So our second year Athlete of the Year goes to Aoife Rispin. third year Athlete of the Year goes to Avi Lally. Can I also say a special thank you to the teachers who dressed up for Sports Day. I think they did a brilliant job, so can we give them a round of applause? Sports Person of the Year. Now we come to our most coveted sports award, and this is Sports Person of the Year. The following girls here were nominated for the award: Olivia Callan, Jennifer Ward, Nikki Ennis and Robin Murray. Well done, girls. Could these four girls please come to the next prize giving where the Sports Person of the Year will be announced? Thank you. I'll pass you over to Ms. Conway now.
Certificates to a small number of secondary students who gave freely of their own time at lunchtime, after school and at home to prepare projects for SciFest. These projects were well received on the day. They were highly commended by the judges and were of an excellent standard. We want to take the opportunity to encourage as many students as possible next year to participate in SciFest and Young Scientists going forward. So well done to all. So the following girls have come up to take their certificates. So Aliyah Babode, Deborah Adegoke, Alana Rogers, Abby Fagan, Laura Satanan, Abby O'Brien, Kayla O'Brien, Osiris Osarman, Nada Saime, Anna Nolan, Michelle Bertha and Alexandra Shikoka.
Will be given by the year head of second year, Miss Nolan.
Morning, girls. Morning, girls.
Morning.
Isn't it great that we are here this year as a whole group and part of Junior Prize Giving 2019? Remember last year we had our own separate prize giving in the theatre and joined the rest of the school afterwards here in the Solstice. Your year group was too large to accommodate together with the other junior classes, so we were split. It could be said that we have progressed up the ladder towards seniority slowly. This is my second gathering with you for prize giving. And we hold these ceremonies for two reasons. Firstly, we like to celebrate success in all its forms as publicly as possible. This is just a great thing to do, and it's one of the most rewarding things about working in a school. Secondly, we want everyone to revel in your participation of sports, learning, and other areas of learning, value them as worthwhile activities, and to realise that such participation is a cool thing to do. This is the joy of being at a school. We, students and teachers, exist in an environment where we can spend our time learning about all sorts of interesting events and ideas. The ancient Greeks, Socrates and Aristotle, for example, knew this. They both identified active participation as the ultimate pursuit of the virtuous and happy person. So when good things happen, we want to celebrate and encourage them. And so we gather together to give out awards. It is a great way to end our very successful term. Recipients of awards usually deliver acceptance speeches. According to most studies, and in particular Jerry Seinfeld, people's number one fear is public speaking. So to those of you who are about to receive awards today, be prepared. I will not ask you to make a speech. Treasure your nomination and awards without the dreaded speech. It is my privilege to be in a position here this morning presenting the second year nominees for Student of the Year and our Mercy Class Award. You have been a pleasure to work with most of the time. In my eyes, each of you, 157 students, are in your own right Student of the Year. It is quite a difficult task collating the results and ensuring the tallies are correct. Do not be disappointed if you have not been nominated this year or last year. You are not alone. You have ample time to prepare the speech for next year and years beyond. What goes around comes around, so aim towards it. Hopefully it will come your way sooner rather than later. You still have 3 to 4 years left, depending on whether you decide to do transition year. Or maybe you have received these nominations in last year. So keep up the good work for the years ahead and aim high. This year we have 13 nominees for Student of the Year Award in second year. To get a nomination is a great sense of achievement. Each of you deserve it. In addition to Student of the Year Awards, we also have 6 Mercy Awards, 1 to each homeroom. Congratulations and well done to you all. So beginning with the awards, girls, we will start with the Mercy Award, and we present the Mercy Award to a student in each homeroom. A student who has made an exceptional effort. This effort may have been made in any area of school life. The student has done her best, has been helpful and kind, and is a valued member of our school community. The nominees for our second year Mercy Award, and in no particular order, we have a student who makes a real effort to make people feel welcome, very considerate of others, and knows the importance of inclusivity. Mature, friendly, and involves herself in many extracurricular activities. It is Alexandra Chikotcha. Our next student been described as always eager to help, a very happy person, who is kind and most importantly pleasant at a lot of times. It's Ella Shore. Next student with 2C is a good all-rounder, both as a student and academic. Very careful, caring and helpful to both students and staff. Murala Richard. From 2D, a polite, respectful and hard-working student. Always greets with a lovely smile. It's Rachel Cahill. Always looking out for others, especially those who are new to our school. Has been described as very considerate and friendly. It's Hafsa. And our last student, 2F, caring and always there to help. Unassuming, friendly towards staff and students, and gives her best at all times. It's Kayla Patani. So those students can come forward, please, for your awards. Excellent standard of consistent academic effort, excellent standard of behaviour, excellent attendance and punctuality, helpful to others, has contributed to our school and participated in school activities. Our Student of the Year nominees are as follows. This student has been described as an excellent leader, seems to be considered as the class hairdresser, no deed. Already identified, I think. Always smiling, quite sporty and enthusiastic. It's Kira Condra. Our next student has been described as considerate to all, makes a great effort to be inclusive of all students, which we consider a great trait in any individual, and it's now the Simon. Our next student, extremely helpful, always smiling, kind to all, and a pleasure to know, is Cora Brady. Responsible, reliable, respectful and polite to classmates and others, Alana Brady. conscientious worker, it's Leah Morris. Committed, hardworking, always ready to lend a hand, and a very popular student, it's Esther in 2C. Student who always aims for excellence, very mature, thoughtful and considerate, it's a Sarsi. Considerate, kind, musical and conscientious is Drew Brady. Very hardworking, who's pleasant and helpful to all, and her politeness has never gone unnoticed. It's Onyinye. Polite, respectful, hardworking, and always greets with a lovely smile. It's Rachel Cahill. Kind-hearted, warm, and always in good humour, Anna Hilliard. Hard-working, sporty and considerate, Caitlin Durham. Always looking out for others, especially those who are new to our school, has been described as very considerate, friendly and kind. Again, Hafsa. Caring and always there to help, unassuming, friendly towards staff and students, and gives her best effort at all times. Kayla Pitanu. Has been described as very kind, helpful, appreciative of anything that is done for her, and of course this attributes to a real Kerry woman, Dhiren Earnright. I always look out for Kerry women. It's in my blood. So if those girls will come forward, and then I'll announce them. Of second year for 2019 has been described as extremely helpful and always happy, courteous and loyal, hardworking and a consistent worker. She's kind to all and a pleasure to know. And it is Cora Brady.
Our second years will make their way outside now to have their photos taken with Miss Nolan and Miss Darcy. And we will continue. You ready, ladies? We will continue with the presentations to our third year students. So I invite Miss Gagan to the podium, please.
Good morning, girls. You're all very welcome here today. We will have our own assembly on Friday, so we have a lot of talking to each other. I just want to wish you well done, and I just feel those 3 years since I've met you have just slipped by so fast. Our guardian, little girls that come in, and I remember saying to you the first year you come in, whatever girl you're sitting beside today, do you know that could end up being your best friend for the rest of your life. Did that remember me saying that? Did it come true? Right. It's been a pleasure to meet. I meet you most mornings to say hello to you. Most times you probably don't even notice me, but I do say good morning and we have our own chat. I'm just going to, right now girls, just for today, go through the nominations for the Student of the Year. I have a lot of other things to say to you, but we'll wait for Friday. These have been excellent student and consistent academic effort, excellent standard behaviour, attendance, punctuality, helpful to others, and has contributed to our school. And the girls are as follows. Emer Farley, Siobhan Beggy, Hilary, Abby Miles, Emily Navan, Anelia, Abigail Malin McGuinness, and Helen. Would you like to come up now, girls, please? Good morning as well. Right, the Mercy Award is given to one student in each class. Now, as we said, girls, you might notice, but a lot of our teachers look out for you. They see what you're doing and they know the interaction you have with you and with others. I meet you a lot of mornings and we know a lot of different problems have risen during the year and how we've reacted and that and how kind and good others have been and helpful to others. So one girl from each class has been nominated for the Mercy Award. And I think each one of the girls more than deserve that. Now there are many others, girls, who I feel are equally nice and good. It's very, very hard to distinguish one from the other. And for a lot of you girls, you are more than Mercy Awards to me. You are really, really nice girls. Yes, I mean that. Even though some days we would have our differences. Right, the third year nominations are, the third year, Megan Canavan, Megan Meath, Abby Raftery, and Right, girls, the third year Student of the Year in 2019 for this year is, I hope that you all think she is more than deserving of it and has been a very nice girl and very, very helpful and a man in a lot of ways. Her name is Emily Navan.
Prizegiving, and as the third year students, Student of the Year nominees and the winner, as well as the Mercy Award, make their way outside for photos, I'm now going to introduce two girls who I am awfully sorry to say I forgot to say welcome to at the very beginning. And they, of course, are probably the most important people up here on stage, since they are the representation of the student body. So I would like now to welcome both Zoe and Amy to this podium to speak to you, to address you this morning.
Good morning, girls. So here we are at the end of yet another successful school year. Amy and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate everyone on their hard work and efforts throughout this school year. It has been a successful year for our school in many, many areas. We would like to thank our Principal, Miss Maher, and our Deputy Principals, Miss Darcy and Miss Daly. You've supported and guided each of us over the past year, and we thank you for that. I'm sure you've all heard the saying, the school days are the best days of your life. And as I stand here today at the end of my time in Mercy, I certainly believe that this is true. The 5 or 6 years that you spend at Mercy will pass by much quicker than you expect. My best advice to you girls is make the most of these valuable years. Always do your very best, whether it's with your schoolwork, sport, music, choir, language clubs, or whatever activity you have an interest in. Get involved in some of the great extracurricular activities our school has to offer. With the exception of your class friends, these activities are where you will make friends for life. I would advise you to make your experience at Mercy the best you can. Take the opportunities you are given, and remember to always pursue your dreams. Remember that the teachers in our school always have your best interests at heart. They want you to reach your potential, and you should want that too, girls. All I can say to you is, enjoy your years here, because before you know it, you'll be like us 6 years. Very upset to be leaving Mercy, but also very excited to see what the wider world has in store for us. Girls, as we all know, we would not be able to grow and develop without the support of the teachers and staff here. Teachers, we know that you all work extremely hard. I firmly believe that our school is one of the best schools that any student could possibly attend. At the moment, your teachers are busy making out summer tests and preparing you to ensure that you do your very best. Maybe coming up to your last few days of classes, say thank you to your teachers for their time and efforts. A simple thank you really does go a long way, and they will appreciate it. Also make sure to say a big thank you to your yearheads. We may not always realise it, girls, but our yearheads do so much work for us behind the scenes, and we must show our appreciation for all the work that they do. On behalf of myself and Amy, I would like to wish you all the very best with the rest of your years in Mercy. And to the third year students, good wishes for the junior cert. This is our final year in Mercy. Soon we'll be moving on to a new journey full of new beginnings. I can safely say that we have both enjoyed every moment of our time here, and we hope that you will too. Thank you.
Good morning, girls. I would also like to say well done to everyone here for completing the year. As you know by now, the time really does fly by. And in a short 5 years, or 6 years if you're like me, no, I didn't repeat, I just did 2I. But in a very short amount of time, you'll be saying goodbye to Mercy as well, and have so many beautiful memories to take with you. We'd like to take a moment to thank the Student Council and Miss Porter. Thank you for your dedication and all the hard work that you've put in throughout the year. I've had an incredible time with you, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to get to know each of you. You're an amazing bunch of girls, and you've helped us achieve so much this year. I can't really believe that today is my last day of secondary school. I've made so many friends and memories here that I will never forget. I've dressed up as a minion, I've sang and danced my little heart out, I've experienced countless exciting fire drills, and I've laughed with my friends at lunch until my stomach hurt. As Zoe said, these really are the best days of our lives, so I encourage you to continue making memories and having fun. When I was in your year, I never thought that I could miss hearing the words "Gach dinner, fógra an lein you" every morning, but now I really think I will. I never thought a lot of things were possible when I was in your year, but look at me now. I've done so much of my time here. I've worked in a pharmacy, a neurotherapeutics lab, an accounting firm and an analytics office. I've tried piano, guitar, singing, hockey, Gaelic, camogie, athletics, dance, yoga, and even cheerleading. I've been to Germany, Italy, and of course, Tato Park. I've learned about myself, and I've learned about others. After all that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this school has given me so many different opportunities. And all you have to do is be open to change and trying new things. 2 of my best friends throughout the years have been foreign exchange students, one from Spain and the other from Germany. I still talk to both of them and couldn't imagine my life without them. So be open to new friends too, as well as making sure you're not leaving the old ones behind. I can't possibly speak about my experience in Mercy without talking about TY. It was my favourite year here by far. We went all the way to Italy for an amazing ski trip. We went on countless bus journeys to the RDS for talks and conventions, and we even produced a play. One of my favourite memories was completing our Goshka adventure together. We all received a Bronze Goshka Award, which is also called the President's Award. For this, we improved on a personal skill, physical skill, visited the elderly in nursing homes here in Navan, and completed a 25-kilometre walk. I had so much fun with all aspects of that award. In TY, we also learned how to give facials, did 2 weeks of work experience, and of course, we did a dance performance with Pats. And on that note, I better be finishing up. My advice for all of you is that you make your experience in Mercy the best you can. Take the opportunities you are given and pursue your passions, talents, and dreams. I wish you all the very best in the future. In the words of St. Francis of Assisi, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. Thank you.
Thank you to Zoe and to Amy, and also on our behalf, girls, just to say thank you for all your hard work this year as head girls. And I'd like to extend that thank you further to all members of the Student Council and all the work they've done on your behalf. And of course to Miss Porter, who works so diligently with the girls. You think of all the bake sales, the fundraising, all of the various activities that have gone on throughout the year with the support of the Student Council. So I think Bulabus is in order for her. Also, at the end of our prize giving now today, I think it is, as Zoe said, appropriate that you would thank your year heads, both Miss Nolan and Miss Gagan. They happen to operate outside my room. Miss Nolan's office is outside my office, and it is an endless stream of girls going in and out of that office. Miss Nolan works tirelessly on your behalf to make sure that you get the very best out of school. She's both counsellor, advisor, academic monitor, and occasionally, very occasionally, disciplinarian. The same is true of Miss Gagan. The first thing she does every single morning is run up past my office in to check in with her homeroom girls. She knows every single one of you intimately, and she has done absolutely everything to ensure that you get the very, very best out of your time in this school. So I think we could now put our hands together for both Miss Nolan and we did give a Bulabus to our staff earlier on, but I think we'll give one more before I invite Audrey Barter to the podium to say a few words. So before I leave the podium, I would simply like to wish all of you the very, very best, in particular in your exams coming up very shortly. Second years and first years will have your exams soon, so we all wish you the very best. You can only do your best. That's all we've ever asked from you. And of course, to our third years who will be doing their first state examination. And again, we wish you and we pray that you will do the very best that you can do. And of course, you'll be meeting us every morning in the school, hopefully with words of encouragement for you. So the very best of luck. And without further ado, then I'd like to ask Miss Audrey Barter, on behalf of the Board of Management, to speak to you now, girls.
Good morning, girls. My name is Audrey Barter, and I'm the Parents' Representative on the Board of Management. On behalf of the members of the Board, I want to congratulate all of you here today on another hugely successful year in St. Joseph's Mercy. It's fantastic to stand here and look out at the sea of blue and your smiling faces, although I do realise that those smiling faces are not for us, they're because you're finished school in a few days. Special congratulations, of course, must go to those who've won awards today. It's such an honour for you to be recognised in this very special way by both your peers and your teachers. Enjoy all your celebrations today. The board is kept up to date by Miss Marr on a monthly basis, of all the activities that you've carried out over the previous few weeks. We are very proud as a board of each and every one of you who has tried her best to live the Mercy way, whether that's through academic pursuit, sport, music or art. The list is endless, and we want to say that we are very proud of each and every one of you. I want to wish all of the third years the very best in your junior cert exams. Try not to stress, but do your best. That is all your parents and your teachers ask of you. So finally, have a great summer, be safe, have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you all in September for another fantastic year.
That concludes our morning of prize giving. So if we could ask, I presume Miss McCormick is probably making her way out or has made her way out with her students to head across the road. So perhaps if teachers wouldn't mind, we can start to exit from the back and make our way carefully back to the school.